Awesome. Okay, everyone. So today we're going to be doing some observation and exploring using M&Ms and a way to visualize multiplication and addition problems. Way to understand what exactly that we're doing here. So I just want you all to focus on a couple of discussion items, which are just behavior protocols. We're going to not interrupt each other. When we do discussions, we're going to give each other the space and listen to what each other are saying. And just understand and appreciate everyone has a different way of doing something. So whether or not you think yours is better or worse, there's a lot of different ways to do math, and not all of them are the right way. There's just always a way, and it's up to you to find your way to do it. Okay? So we're going to watch this quick video real quick. Just go ahead and observe anything that you notice. Okay, so now we're going to go over what you noticed from that.
Okay.
What did you notice?
Notice
M&Ms?
I noticed that he took the bag of M&Ms and he poured them into a glass bowl.
Okay.
I'm gonna do that. You should do this. No.
You shook the M&Ms. Yeah?
Wait a minute.
You spread it out, right? Okay. Maybe to emphasize something? That the bag had been emptied, right? Fully and completely empty. And all of them M&Ms were in the jar. Anything else you noticed?
His hand?
His hand, yeah. Kind of looks like a guy, is what you're thinking?
Yeah.
Hands, did he have a wedding ring? Watch?
Yeah. Watch?
Yeah.
Yeah, a wedding
Watch?
ring. He had a wedding ring, yeah.
Okay. So we don't know who he is, but we know a few things about him. Interesting. What do you wonder looking at this video? What do you wonder? Yeah. Okay. How many M&Ms there were in the bag? Excellent.
Or like what his face looks like? I don't.
Yeah. Who is this guy? What does he look like?
Women. Mr. Stop, do you have a razor that we can use?
Aspen, can you come back over here, please?
Do you guys have razor?
Yeah. Here you go. Or that one. Okay. Anything else you wonder? Looking at the video. Where you got the M&Ms? Awesome. There's so many things that you could go with this. Yep. How was glass made?
What's our first letter? Y. Good job. So I want you to just write in your
Where is he?
letter Y. And then
Where the heck is he? Yeah.
What state is he in?
Y.
Absolutely. Okay. So good job, you guys.
Starts with Y.
We are going to continue on. So we're going to focus on this question: how many M&Ms were in the bag that Rosie asked? How many M&Ms were in that sharing size bag that ended up in the jar? So I'd like you to go ahead and put on your paper and think to yourself, give yourself some time What is a guess that you have for how many M&Ms ended up in the jar? Do you want to see the video again real quick?
Yeah. And will you pause it at the part where it pours it in?
Yeah. I'll just show it to you again so you can see. Okay, go ahead and take just 30 seconds to think about how many M&Ms you think that was and write a number down. It does not matter if you're right or wrong. One of the things about this class is you're just exploring, you're making guesses, you might make some mistakes along the way, but those are totally okay, and they'll help you find out more about what we're doing here. So don't be afraid to make mistakes, get messy a little bit. Pick a number, it doesn't matter what it is. Just for fun. Yep. And your paper will not be graded. It will not be, it's only used for you to help discover along the way today. Okay? So you don't have to worry about me collecting the papers. Okay, raise your hand if you want to tell me how many M&Ms you think there were. Yeah, Rosie. 60. Addie. 50. Jade. 24. Madison?
Oh, double-A spider. This is a double spider. 80?
80.
Now
Okay.
But now I want to know actually how many there is.
We're going to find out. Okay, and now I'm going to show you the next section of this. It's going to show you how many M&Ms were in that jar. Okay, so now I'd like you to go ahead and do your best using whatever skills you have to find out how many M&Ms are in that shape. What? Yeah, you sure can. Feel free to use your piece of paper too, or count and do what you need to do. Take about a few minutes to figure it out. Yep, go ahead. Bring your paper with you if you need.
Yeah, I'm bringing my teachers.
You can use any skills that you have to do that. Take your time. Okay, why don't you go ahead and go up there with them so they're not blocking you. Atticus. Here, I'll give you some clipboards. Here, you move around. Maybe make a sketch or try to write a few things down that will help you remember how to count this number set. How to solve this problem, how many M&Ms are in the bag. Jot a few things down along your way to figure this out. $99? Okay. I'll ask for people's answers in a little bit. Once you have your answer, head back to your desk. Hey, Atticus, we're not giving up right now. You mean the Skittles? Okay, let's try to be quiet when we're working on our work. Everyone can get their own answers. Atticus, it's going to be okay. You can do this, okay? This is going to be fun. It's not meant to be stressful. There are no right or wrong answers, just do your best. And when you're ready, head back to your desk and we're going to move on to the next part of this activity. Okay, how are you solving with counting or doing multiplication? Okay. Just counting? Were you counting? Okay. Great. Yeah. Please write down whatever's helpful to remind yourself how you solve the problem. Thank you. Good? That happens with that strategy. When you're counting a lot of numbers like that, it's almost impossible to do it all.
I just started over 5 times.
Okay, go ahead and sit back to your desk. We'll talk about the other strategies, okay? We'll talk about easier strategies than counting. And once you're done counting, go ahead and head back to your desk.
No, not well.
Okay, we need to start moving on.
Yeah, I can't figure it out.
Okay. Okay, folks. So here's the deal. How many people found that challenging to figure out, even when you were shown all the M&Ms right in front of you?
Yeah, it was pretty hard. Yeah.
Okay, so don't worry. We're here to explore and find new and exciting and easier ways to do this sort of thing. Okay, so how many people, raise your hands, went up to the M&Ms and tried to count all of them in a line? Raise your hand. Hey, stay at your desk, please. Jane, what did you do? Oh, you just counted them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Did anyone do anything differently to find the amount of M&Ms? Okay, so let me show you one other way that involves multiplication. Let's count M&Ms in this row together. Ready? So we have this extra 4 sitting out here. Let's do this in this row. So there are 10 M&Ms in this row right here. Let's figure out how many rows we have. Are there an equal number of M&Ms in these 10 rows? So there are 10 M&Ms in 10 rows. Exactly. How did you figure that out, Atticus? So did you use a multiplication to do 10 times 10? Nice job. So 10 times 10 plus 4 equals 104. Is that what you did? That's exactly correct. Nice job. Yep, you can all write that down. It's the other way. Okay, so this is an important concept, folks. Multiplication is the exact same as saying how many groups of how many numbers. So for example, how many groups are there? 10. And how many numbers are in each group?
10.
So it's basically saying 10 plus 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 10 equals 100. Is the same as saying 10 times 10. So we're taking 10 10 times. And then we're adding 4, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and watch the next part of this video. But first, before we watch that, I would like to ask you all a question. How many people could you share this sharing size M&M pack?
Probably 2.
104 M&Ms. So tell me how many people you could share with, and when you come up with a number, tell me how many M&Ms each person would get. Does that make sense?
Can I get a scrap piece of paper?
Yep, well that's what you have right there.
Scrap?
Yep, consider it scrap. It's not being judged. It's for you to explore this problem. Out of 104 M&Ms, how many different people could you share with? And how many M&Ms would each person have? Just try out one number, one amount of people you would share with, and see if you can figure it out. I'm going to give a little more time for people to work. Go ahead and look over your answer. If you need to draw it out or make any diagrams, you can do that. Yeah. Yeah, there's still a few more folks working. Go ahead and take another minute, 30 seconds. Okay, Atticus. You're going to be ours. The last part. I'm not going to show you the 7 M's on the board and not give you any here. Okay, so Atticus, how did you divide the total number into groups? Because you were the one who did the work to divide them? Nice. That sounds good. So you ended up with 10 groups of 10 with a remainder of 4. Okay. Thank you. Rosie, what did you do to divide up your M&Ms? Nice job. That's 52 is half of 104. So how did we find that? Yeah. Nice job. And to jump up ahead, what you just did was you divided 104 by 2 to get 52. And in a multiplication problem, what would 52 times 2 be? 52 times 2 is 104. All it's saying is 52 times 1 more 52. Basically 52 plus 52 equals 104. Does that make sense? So when you say times, let's see. Let me just show you right here. This would be an example of a multiplication. So this is what you did, Rosie. 52 plus 52 equals 104, right? And also, this is the same thing as that. 52 times 2 equals 104. If you did 52 times 3, it'd be this. 52 plus 52 plus 52. We're just taking how many groups of 52? That's all it is multiplication, is the number of groups times the amount in the group. So there's 52 in the group and there's 2 groups, 104 total. Great job. Did anyone else want to share their strategy for coming up with their sharing size? How many people did you share with? 5 people? Great. That can get challenging. Did you come up with an uneven amount at the end? Or how did you do it? Hey, Atticus, let's go back to our desk. So how did you do it, Jade? Subtracted how many? 5 M&Ms? Okay, what? Each get how many? Did you do that part yet? If you split it with 5 people, how many would you each get?
Rabbit.
Okay, no problem. We'll talk about how to do it.
I want to see everyone write.
Madison, did you come up with how many people you're going to share with?
I'm sharing them.
Okay.
I just came
Okay. We're going to move on. So, because I want you all to make sure you have a chance to work at this with the M&Ms that you have. Okay? So we're going to do that, okay? Go ahead and watch this. It'll help you out. Watch this.
1.
Yep. So if there were 2 groups, how many M&Ms in each group?
52.
Yep, 52. How many groups is he doing now? Let's find out. How many are in each group right now? Count them.
10.
Yep. 10 M&Ms in each group. How many groups?
5.
5 groups
10.
of 10 M&Ms is how many? With an extra of how many?
2.
2, exactly. So when you say 5 groups of 10, 5 groups of 10, that's the same as saying 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10. 5 times 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10 equals 50, right? That's the same thing as using this multiplication equation. Now watch very carefully. Atticus, please stop. Anyone want to tell me what it would be? 5 groups of 10, or 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10 equals 50? How would I write that as a multiplication problem? Jade, Madison? 10 times what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
10 times 5?
10 times 5. Yes. So that's saying 5 groups of 10 equals 50. Plus how many? How many were extra that couldn't fit into a group of 10? 2. Right? 52. That makes sense for folks? You see how he separated them into smaller groups?
Yeah.
How is that helpful for his counting? Right? Remember how at the beginning you counted every single one? Okay, Atticus, please don't do that.
No, wait.
Here, I'm just going to take this away. So yeah, remember counting? Oftentimes when we try to count the whole number, it starts getting confusing, and then we lose track in our head. Multiplication and separating into groups of numbers can be a really easier way to get to that answer faster. Does that make sense? Skittles, please stay over there for now. And we're almost done, but please take your time. We're finishing up. Okay, folks. So lastly, I want to pass out some M+Ms so you can try this on your own. Please stay over there. Zayden? You can, but I want you to practice this on your own.
Zayden, come.
Hey, Miss Carrie.
Yes.
I'm going to give Miss Carrie some M&Ms so you can practice over there. Okay, so in there's some M&Ms. Can you play a game with letters so they can figure out and get some prizes with M&Ms?
Yeah.
Hey, Zayden, you're doing M&Ms over there. Miss Carrie. Go, go, go. Nope. Let's go.
Raymond, come on.
Raymond, we got an M&M.
Okay, first count your total. Okay. I have more. Negativity, bro.
No, we're not just going for it.
How much do we have? I have 17. I have 16.
You have how many?
Are you guys not
Okay, I'm going to give you two more. How many do you have?
I know that this
How many do you have?
One more. Do you guys have a seat?
I have 20.
You're waiting patiently.
Can I take two?
Yeah.
Okay. Raymond, have a seat if you're going to participate. You're ready to
here.
See, Jaden, you're first.
I separated them by color.
Go to the whiteboard. Well, you can't do it. Grab a marker.
Okay, I'm going to put one extra on each desk. Go ahead and eat that one before you start. Each person should have 19. You eat one. How many do you have?
We have 18.
I know, but I'm giving you one more.
Oh,
You have 19. You eat one. How many do you have?
18.
18. Okay, go ahead and eat that. Now try to separate your 18 into sharing size equal groups. Okay? See if you can decide how many groups you have of an equal amount of M&Ms. Okay, go. How many groups can you make of the equal amount of M&Ms out of 18?
Yep. And your best handwriting.
Okay, with the marker. Oh, you can have this marker. How about these two markers? I have my marker.
Folks, you have 19?
I get it.
Folks, make sure you have an equal amount of M&Ms in each of your groups.
9 and 9.
We're not talking colors, we're talking an equal amount of M&Ms, 9 and 9. How many people are you sharing with? Yep, so 2 people total, right? Nice job. Wait. Okay, so I asked you 3, 6.
What letter is it?
Okay, so go ahead and not using colors. Separate your M&Ms into groups, size of equal amounts of M&Ms.
What's an animal that starts with you?
Okay.
Rosie did
9 and 9.
2. So 9 times what is 18?
9 times
9 times how many? How many 9 plus 9 equals 18?
9.
Yep, 9 plus 9 equals 18. Since there are 2 groups of 9, 9 times 2 equals 18. That's what multiplication means, is how many groups of this size of number.
Can we share our strategy?
Does that make sense to you guys?
Yeah. I don't eat eggs. Mr. Sun, can we share our strategy?
Did you do 2 and 9 too?
No.
2 groups of 9?
Yeah, I got 2 groups of 9, but can we share our
Yeah, go ahead.
strategy?
Yep. Listen up, Madison Song.
I counted out to 7. And then there was 2 left, so I took the last 2 and put in the groups, and I got 9.
Nice. So you were able to find an equal whole number of M&Ms in each party like that. Good job. So what I'd like you all to do is separate your M&Ms into groups of 3. 3 M&Ms in each group. See how many groups you get. Groups of 3, all the way through. 3 M&Ms in each group. Atticus, keep going.
6 groups.
6 groups. Everybody gets 6 groups. I'll let you finish, Jane.
Write the letter Q.
I got.
Are you missing one?
Good job. Perfect.
Okay, let's give you one more M&M.
Okay, Raymond, are you playing?
Okay, so
Are you playing?
Yeah, but I don't have a chair.
folks, we got 6 groups of 3. So how would you display that as an addition problem? Addition.
3 plus 3.
3 plus 3. Keep going.
3 plus 3 plus 3.
3 plus 3 plus 3.
Equals.
Are you sure? Because that's only 3 groups of 3. How many groups of 3 do you have?
3.
6. So how many more?
3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3.
Plus.
3.
Yep. Equals?
18.
Yes, that's correct. And how would you say this in a multiplication problem?
3 times.
How many groups?
6.
Yes, that's correct. Exactly. Nice job. 3 times 6 equals 18. How many of you all knew that? Jade? Madison, did you know that 3 times 6 equals 18?
No.
Did you know? Do you understand what it means? 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. So 3, you see how many groups there are?
Yep.
How many groups are there?
6.
Atticus? 6 groups. So what would be another way to say this? 6 plus 6 plus 6 equals 18. 6 plus 6 is what?
6 plus 6 is 12.
Yep, and 12 plus 6 is?
18.
Yep, and 6 times 3 is the same as saying 6 plus 6 plus 6. So 6 plus times 3 equals what?
18.
Nice job, people. So all multiplication is take, hey Atticus, go ahead, everyone eat 3 of your M&Ms. How many, so multiplication is how many groups of a certain amount equals a given total, right? Okay, now go ahead and look at how many total your M&Ms are.
5 groups and
5 groups of 3 equals what?
13.
Try again. Just try subtracting 18 by 3.
14. 12.
What's 18 minus 3? 15. So what's 5? How would you write in a multiplication? 5 groups of 3 equals 15. People? How would you write in a multiplication problem? 5 groups of 3 equals 15. Five groups of 3 equals 15. Write that on your paper to show a multiplication problem that shows your answer.
Wait, right, what?
You will use a multiplication equation on your paper to show what your M&Ms are representing. 5 groups of 3 equals what? Look, this is 6 groups of 3. 6 times 3 equals 18. So what's 5 groups of 3?
5.
Number of groups times number in the group. 5 times, not 5. 5 times, how many are in each group? Yep. 5 times 3 equals what? It equals 15, which is your total. That's right. So 5 times 3 equals 15 is the mathematical equation that represents what you have sitting there on your desk. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
What's the addition that represents what's sitting there on your desk? Addition, not multiplication.
Oh, addition.
Three plus 3
6.
plus 3
9.
plus 3
12.
plus 3 equals 15. Does that make sense, folks? 5 groups of 3, 5 times 3 is the same as 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. Okay, raise your hand if you learned a little bit more about visualizing addition and multiplication in this class. It's okay if you didn't. Jay, did you learn anything new?
Raise your hand.
All this was trying to do is to help you visualize and understand what these equations mean a little bit better. So it's less abstract and more real, okay? Good job. Nice work, everybody. I'm proud of you. Go ahead and eat the M&Ms.
I'm still. All right.